like the, what you call the angle of the
again,
rip.
not for everybody.
Yeah, Brian?
Something. Car fires, trash fires, wildland applications. So the biggest resistance or pushback we got is on the inch 3/4 pre-connects.
But there's the Metro, and then they just on the pump. Now here, when you're on the pump, you're gonna lose something such as reach or someone. Right. But on a house fires, reach is really it's rarely a problem.
It's not an issue at all.
It's not an issue.
It drives me crazy
and
when
that
you
helps
talk
with
about
nozzle reaction. Get the bigger volume on the pump it. Yes, you do lose some reach, but you're gonna have really good nozzle reaction.
Volume's what's important.
Yeah.
What we found when we were doing the testing in New York was that we lost, typical on 100 psi versus a 50 psi, we lost 9% of the reach. Now on 100 foot, you're losing 10 feet.
Yeah.
That's from here to the front of the truck, not even. And also,
I'd love to hear what you take, because it's not a finished
Well, we gotta try it,
product.
right? We're gonna try it today.
It's not a finished product.
Pull the trigger.
Oh.
How cool is that? Does it lock?
It does
Yes.
lock. If you want it to
it's
lock,
one position lock, full open.
pull back on it with lock on it.
Oh, okay.
If you just touch the trigger, it'll unlock and close.
Well, we gotta see it.
Is it adjustable? Can you gauge it by the trigger?
Yes,
just
you
like you
can
can with the
squeeze.
bail.
So in here, is it still a slide valve in here?
Yes.
Does it still work with the slide valve? Okay.
It's the same nozzle you have. Instead of using a trunnion up here to drive the valve,
Yeah.
the trunnion's down here and drive the valve.
Okay.
Nothing different about it. In the automatic pressure control and the fixed gallonage nozzle. The automatic pressure control can mask an inaccurate pump discharge pressure a lot easier than a fixed gallonage nozzle. If you're intended to flow 150 gallons a minute, and let's just say, for example, your discharge pressure requirement is 175 on 200 feet. If you underpump it to 150, you're likely to get about 125 gallons a minute with a 100 psi nozzle. You're going to have a good stream. If you have a 150 at 75 or a 150 at 100 fixed and you underpump it, the stream reach will drop. And granted, we can only see that in the parking lot. You're not going to know inside, so don't make the mistake of thinking if you're off with this one that you're going to know right away. Because what's really going to change that you should be aware of is the nozzle reaction and the firmness on the line. So I would I'd encourage you, get comfortable with how the nozzle should feel, not with how the stream looks, because you can't see the stream inside. Know what it's supposed to feel like. If the nozzle is surprisingly easy to hold, something is wrong. It's not supposed to be easy. So, but let's establish the GPM that you want to deliver, and we'll set the appropriate disc on the Metro 2, and with that Combat Master flow, start from
So let's go. Let's try to get to the flow of 150, right?
We want 150, yeah. So you can put two lines on. And two lines need to be 300 per NFPA.
Correct.
So basically, we'd be converting from 155 to a fixed gallonage.
Correct.
And not have to pay the whole price of the brand new nozzle.
No, it's if you send it back to the factory, it's roughly $220.
Because that's going to be our best. I'm telling you, that's the way they're going to want to go.
This nozzle has a spring. This nozzle doesn't.
Right.
What we change out is the baffle shaft on the inside. This assembly comes out. This assembly goes in. We change the label so they're now NFPA compliant for fixed gallonage.
Right.
And your nozzle comes back to you, stripped apart, completely resurfaced, refurbed,
See what I'm saying,
in a
Dennis?
different flow rating.
Yeah, I remember you telling me they could just change it out.
And you could take this for up to 200 at 75, 175 at 75, 185 at 50, 150 at 75.
And what was the cost you had? 220.
Roughly $220. I have to check with the service
Yeah,
department.
that's fine.
Because I know those.
There we go. Okay. I'm at 55, just over 55 psi. Look for the highest reading in that. So if I bounce this around, hold it real steady. Okay. So I keep getting you wet, bud.
All right.
It's actually flowing about 210s. I'm going to check the gauge gallons a minute. 15, 16s at 60 psi is roughly 200 gallons a minute.
At 60?
At 60, 185 at 50. So if I can stick the pitot in here and get several different readings. So what I'm looking for, get to that bubble's not. And there we go. I'm at 60 psi right about there. You want to? Can you get a read on that? Yeah. All right. Just the needle's width is so below 60. So I'm comfortable that our instrumentation is close enough for what we want to do.
Right.
Look at him, see how it grips up. I love it. I love it.
What's the gauge, Pat?
You're right at 50.
That's pretty soon, though.
So we should be.
How many?
50. Set it to 50.
It's at 50 psi on the nozzle.
75 with the nozzle?
50.
The pitot gauge is reading 50.
We're reading about 60 psi at the base of the nozzle.
We're over pumping you, I think. So
Maybe that's why the stream's so crappy?
it's a little bit why the stream is cracked. I'm going to bring you down. What's the gallon this year?
What is it?
That's awesome, man.
I'm doing all right. He's backing me up pretty good.
That's nice for 190.
We gotta write these numbers down so we do the knowledge reaction on some of these things. You know what I'm saying? Later on?
He's at 49.
You can do that by yourself.
Get out of the way here, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go?
Let it go. Get back on it.
Get back on it?
We are on the high side of the nozzle flow. The nozzles can flow more than rated. The 150 or 50, they can't exceed that.
So we're at 195 right now.
No, I'm actually down about 170. I gave you the back a little bit.
170 gallons per minute.
Yep. How is that to manage?
The that's not a problem. I feel pretty good. He's backing me up right now.
Okay.
I can move it. You know, up, down, side. By myself, guy with me a little bit.
What happens if you gate the nozzle now?
Go ahead and gate it.
Slide valve.
The slide valve, the nozzles, the stream will drop.
Oh, yeah.
But the manageability rises. Those guys could let go now and he'd be fine to move it?
Oh, yeah.
Gallons per minute.
See, this is, I'm just gonna have 1 second. This is what I'm saying. Whatever the highest GPM you want, right?
Right.
Then, because of the slide valve, he can gate it down without getting that nozzle reaction you would get from a ball valve.
Correct.
That's why a slide valve works. So instead
Well, it
of
depends. If you're doing overhaul.
we can make the SOG, let's say 175.
I mean, if you're the
captain would have at his tip
that nozzle needs to be all the way
175
up
for fire
to
attack.
150 minimum
If
gallon.
he deems he don't need that much, he just gates it down instead of getting on the radio, hey, throttle down. It's all that is right here. That's what's good about it.
Can I give you a shot?
185 tip.
One thing I would advise, I'm going to take it, you're going to let it go.
20
Let
gallons
it go.
per piece, you still maintain your minimum base pressure of 150 gallons a minute.
You hold that for a second. It's just going to be
If
in the
you
way.
keep getting some
Even with the
150
low
gallons
low
in
pressure,
now you're
I don't know how,
below your
everybody's
set.
different on how they like to work the line. Some people like it out front,
So that's why I
some
always
people like to use a
go
pistol
one
grip.
step higher.
My advice to you is to always
Allow
keep
you
it
for
as far forward as you
the
can
worst
because you
case
can manage it.
Right.
It's much easier down here like you would realistically be using it as opposed to standing up.
Right.
You tend to be like a fulcrum when you stand up. You can feel all the nozzle reaction. Like Chief's talking about here, if I wanted to, throttle this back, I know wide open, let's just say my engine pressure SOP is going to deliver about 170 gallons a minute. This is nothing for me to work this line. I can advance this. If I had one guy pulling line, some people will actually grab it like here, and they'll pull it that way with their foot behind there.
Shoot your knee up and it hits the point the hose.
Yeah, they'll hook it right here
Correct. Not just your upper body.
and be able to pull the line that way in advance, even while flowing water.
And that was giving you the
But it's all about just your technique and how you work the line. So, my advice: if you have a pistol grip, do what you can to keep it out in front, and don't let the nozzle work you. But like you're saying, it's kind of hard unless you have a line here, a hand here, to actually get it, and use it, as opposed to out here. It's a little easier for me to work it that way.
Right.
It's not it's none of my business how you want to do it, but just from experience, I would tell you that's what's easier for me to work the line. Going to have more reach because it's even at equal masses, it's a higher velocity. It's just like bullets and ballistics. Now, when you drop the nozzle pressure, you increase the droplet size, you slow it down, so it doesn't go quite as far. But for room and contents, and if you don't mind me hitting this building over here, if we're gonna,
it needs to be pressure washed.
if we're gonna come in here, we're gonna pull the line up. We're going to go maybe this far here, and what's going to happen to the stream?
It's gonna bust.
It's going to bust. Right. So as you're saying, reach is not a big issue. Streams are going to break up. So I think we all tend to make a big deal out of stream quality because when we're showing nozzles in the parking lot, it looks good from a salesman standpoint to say, look how tight the stream is.
Right.
We've got nozzles that'll give us tighter streams. But does it really matter to you?
No, we want GPM.
You want GPM.
There you go.
I'm not helping you anymore, so it's why I right to the harder. It's a lot easier to control with this, so
Yeah.
get that, it's yours.
20 degrees left to right, 46 degrees up,
disc.
and it stays there. Even when you're
You have to anchor it like you do a mouse.
Set it up like
Any
this.
ground monitor, even with the auto shut off, you know, with this,
It's got the auto. Yeah, that's what this is right here.
Yes.
but they really say that you need to anchor with any portable nozzle.
So if I got 50 right
But I like this. It's got, I mean, you can move that anywhere you want.
And it stays there. Like I said, when you're flowing,
Yeah.
does not walk.
Is that an on-off then?
Yeah, you pull the pin and pull the valve back.
Now we're going with the Metro 2.
Pull the pin over here.
And then when, if for some strange reason you get a water hammer or it jumps, it'll go slow close to a weep, so to speak.
I got you.
So you don't have a wild line.
So we're getting 23 of them, right?
Yes.
90 GPM, 90 PSI, 200 GPM.
Just set it up to flow whatever you want. Even though that's what its rating is, it doesn't mean right at 50 it's going to be 50. The flow can be higher. You know, can't be less. You don't want it to be less. So if you want to get at 150, what would the pressure be? It could be as low as 40 psi. So this one gave you a little more of the ability to gate it back if you wanted to when you had the higher flow. So if you had 200 gallons a minute, I know I'm 200 wide open. I want to gate it back, keep a straight stream, advance the line. This one allows you to do it. The Metro 2 is a ball shutoff, so you don't have that capability, but you have the higher flow capability. So if you really, it boils down to what is the highest GPM you want to deliver on that inch and quarter tag line?
For us?
Yes.
150.
That's the highest?
Oh, no. I mean, for our interior attacker, minimum. Sorry. Our minimum of 150.
185.
Excuse me. 7.
And the max is going to be what?
See, we got on the Metro 1, we got 170 at 50. That's the one with that's the Metro 1.
The Metro 1.
So we were getting 170 gallons a minute at 90 at the truck.
That's great.
That's perfect. That's excellent.
Yeah.
And it was manageable for 2 people.
Right.
This nozzle
It was
is nicer
manageable
for
for one
getting
person.
down.
Yeah, one
So
person could
that's
manage
using the
that.
150 disc and you get me over it.
Yes.
So that does give you 20
And it's
gallons.
also the one that
Yes.
you can convert to mid-matic to.
You know, see the Metro 2.
That's the one converting that to.
The Metro
Yeah, 'cause
2
ours
we went
now
to
is
185 gallons a minute. Same pressure up here. But we
200
got
GPM.
we got 200 gallons per minute at 50. But that's the one with the ball valve.
Oh, it's a bigger body.
I like the Metro 1.
Metro 1 is a slide valve still.
Yes.
Yeah, but I also want to hook up our current mid-force and compare those to these.
At same discharge pressure, right?
Yes.
And you'll see the flow go down.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
I want to compare what we have now
Correct.
versus these with the pressure.
I think you'll find that the mid-forces will be more comparable in the red setting.
Sure.
Than in the blue setting.
Yeah, I wish we'd take the
But yeah,
blue
for the sake
settings
of
off.
education, let's look and see what you're actually getting.
Correct.
So
That's
that
what I
nozzle
wanna
there, let's just say that our max would be 170 because that's what we got out of it before, right? Pretty comfortably.
At that engine
170.
pressure, yeah.
At that engine pressure.
do.
It's
And
only,
that's 90.
only limited by what you turn the throttle to.
Yeah. So I mean 170.
That's a 150.
Because that's 150, but you said we go as high as 10% above that, right?
Oh yeah, that's what the nozzle's rated for.
Right, and then
The more you give it, the more it's going to eat.
Oh yeah, it's a.
Here, I want to show you this, Dennis. See where his hands is at right now?
Yeah.
It's a regular pistol grip nozzle. Now hold that one. See where his hand is now?
Yeah.
When you
Like
got a
cocked.
pistol grip, you want to be down. You're down here, because it's cocked. You want to be. His hand's all the way up there, so
I
it's
don't like having my hand up there
Yeah,
anyway.
on the lugs.
right on the. It's and then the things are right on your wrist.
Yeah.
On that one.
And try it. Let's see.
And it locks.
You see what I'm saying?
Faces, watch out, Ray.
It'll shut itself off. It's a prototype nozzle.
So you have to hold it the whole time?
You can lock it.
No, it's nice to shut up.
Lock it.
John, I was wrong. I love it.
It's always good when somebody admits they're wrong.
I'm gonna get you to hold it open. I want to see what you're flowing on that.
Hold it open, he wants to check the flow.
Lock it.
Lock it.
That's awesome.
Is it? Yeah.
You lock it, you don't do it back then. You lock it.
160.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That wasn't good.
I don't like
How do you stop that? I mean,
That's a water hammer that you can't prevent.
Yeah, you can
that's
hold
why
it.
it's not finished yet.
Okay.
Because they're working on the dampener for that.
okay.
Yep.
Prototype.
Can't prevent that water hammer.
You don't want it to hammer. It will actually be adjusted. On the bottom of the pistol, if you see an Allen screw, That can be adjusted to actually.
We're wrong. Never mind. Just got our left.
You like it?
But now if we,
I hear you.
you know what I mean? If you had that paddle right there.
Yeah. I don't like pistol grip.
That's right.
Yeah.
Somebody actually, you're not a pistol grip fan. Go ahead and let it down. I know the whole thing is keeping it out in front of you.
Yeah.
But this has got a lock. It would take some training to get used to it. You can actually select your pattern. If you're straight stream only inside, you can select your pattern. And now I can just do whatever I got to do with that.
See how you feathered it down?
Yeah, that's what you have. It's just taking time to
Get
You
training
gotta
with
play
it.
with it. It's a feel thing, right? If you put much time in that time,
This
right?
way,
Nice.
you know,
Yeah.
get out front. Depending on what you feel your mobility is with that.
And it's smooth though. I mean,